Well, in general, I think we've all known that Israel in general has always had this type of strategy. So the strategy of intimidation, can you hear me? Great. Of subversion and of blackmail, etc. We've already experienced that in this country for a long time. In fact, any so-called anti-Israeli movement or court case or complaint or whatever has always been met with a string of, let's call it counterattacks, legal counterattacks. We've had them in the press, especially in, for example, the main newspaper, the Telegraph, which is a national newspaper and extremely Zionist, and on other levels as well. So on the one hand, it really isn't that surprising. But on the other hand, if we look at the extent to which these attacks, this intimidation, because that's what it amounts to, has been going on, it is quite extreme. The more important issue is why the Dutch authorities, for example, didn't do much about it. Because what I've read in the newspapers regarding the intimidation of the office of the prosecutor, for example, is that the Dutch police didn't really take it seriously. At least that's what it looks like at face value. I think it's extremely important to push this point forward that in Western democracies and in any state which has a rule of law, it's of the utmost importance that prosecutors and also lawyers can do their job without any fear of intimidation or fear of safety. And I think it's up to us to make sure that this is properly spoken about, and that it isn't brushed underneath the rug, as it seems it has been in the Netherlands, because it wasn't really national news. It was international news, but Dutch newspapers really didn't give it, I think, nearly no airtime whatsoever, at least airtime, no print room in the newspapers, and no airtime on TV. So that's one of the more astounding things. On the other hand, the Netherlands is an extremely Zionist country, in my opinion. I've been working on this issue since 2008 at the national court level, and including complaints at the ICC level. And what we see even at the national court level, so the National Prosecution Service is an extremely, not an intimidating sphere, but more, how shall I say, more level of you not being taken seriously. Whilst there are visible, clear war crimes and crimes against humanity, which have been taking place since 7th of October, but even before that. So that's what I could add to the debate regarding this.